It's good.
All right, Griz Nation, we are back on a winning Sunday night coming to you. Hey, if you do not know, remember to rate, review, subscribe to the podcast wherever you get your podcasts. We're so grateful that you guys listen to us and choose to listen to this podcast. I'm blown away by how many people reach out, and it's just amazing. So make sure you do that. But hey, Luke, how are you doing on this winning Sunday afternoon?
Oh man, I am doing great. Like, other than this morning, my head was hurt a little bit because I celebrated extra yesterday. But man, it feels so good living in South Dakota and finally getting revenge on the Bunnies after 2 years of national championship loss and then getting kicked out of the playoffs. And it was wild because like my Facebook memories popped up, and it was a year ago today that I was at in Brookings where we lost. And so, man, just so awesome to get the W. And it was sure fun being in South Dakota State bar for the game. They even had like a little raffle they were doing. So I bought raffle tickets, and I was like, if I won a Jack thing, I was going to give it to a Jack fan or whatever.
Yeah.
I ended up winning a free beer. So that was cool.
Nice.
But yeah, we had a dang good time. And, well, by the third quarter, some of the fans were already leaving, which surprised me because they still had a chance.
Yeah.
By the end of the game, there were more Griz fans in there because there was about 10 or 12 of us Griz fans left than Jack fans. And It was their like alumni party and stuff. It was just, yeah, they're really nice though, other than one gal, but everybody else was really nice there. So
what did the one gal do?
Well, so there was one gal who was as my friend Brandon said, he goes, clearly you haven't had anything to drink. She walks over, she's a Jack fan, and she like leans into my wife and my friend Brandon's wife Kayla, and she's like, yeah, you guys may have got us, but the Bobcats gonna win the whole thing. And just started talking about how the Cats are so great. And I was like, yeah, you need to go. And then I just ignored her because I was starting to get pissed. And she just kept talking about the Cats. And my wife and them were like, you just got to go, lady. And then she realizes that she's kind of pissing us all off. Then she starts talking about how she's about to go on vacation to Mexico the next day.
Oh, no.
with Griz fans. And she's like, yeah, the Griz fans all got first class, but I have to sit in economy. I'm like, you're dogging on yourself here. Yeah, I guess, us Griz, we get degrees and, get make a little more money so we can sit in first class. It's just so weird. It was just like, lady, just go away. You could see her husband just like his head just shaking, like, oh my God.
That's funny.
What are you doing? It's just, she was a mess. But otherwise, it was a great time. And like I said,
that's awesome.
It was interesting though, like in the middle of the game, because they hate the Bison so much, they had the Bison game on all of a sudden on a laptop. And everybody's gathered over around there watching that too to see Illinois State upset them. And they were pumped about that.
Oh, I bet.
Because before like the game started, a lot of the fans were coming up and saying, hey, if you guys do beat us today or something, just make sure you beat the Yotes and beat the Bison for us. And that was the thing too. When like once the game was in hand, a lot of them would come over and like, well, make sure you beat those Yotes next weekend for us. Because, that's their two. They actually do have two rivals.
Yeah.
It's the Bison and the Yotes. So. Yeah, so we might as well do them a favor and beat the Yotes this week.
Exactly. One more for us, and then we get to
own the state of South Dakota.
Own the South Dakota.
Great for me wearing my Griz stuff living in South Dakota. So
and then we got to beat the Cats because then I can rub it into people. Because this down here where I live is cat country. It is disgusting. I don't know why.
Well, it's Steel Kid, right? He came from there.
Well, they've got a couple of them from there, but man alive, I think that. I've got to have the Griz play the Cowboys down here too, like, and just beat them because
that would be awesome. That's
oh my gosh,
yeah. If they ever could go down there and play them again, I'd definitely go to that. I missed the last time.
Yeah, but no, I got to watch it at home. So
because weren't you at the swim meet? I thought you were.
I was supposed to go to the swim meet, and my son unfortunately got a cold and
bummer.
Yeah, ear infection and stuff like that, and sinus infection. So.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's But no, I got to be at home and it started snowing really bad and slushy stuff. So I'm kind of glad we missed out on the swim meet because it would
that
not
drive
been
back
fun.
from Gillette would not have been good then.
No. So we stayed inside and we watched some Griz football and then watched movies and then
I was wondering at first because you were texting a lot and I was like, man, he must be I don't know how he's texting so much and watching on your phone at the swim meet. I was confused. I was like,
yeah. Well, I had planned it out. I'm like, okay, so there's certain times when he's not going to be swimming. So I've got it ready to go. I've got my ear pods, everything like that. And then we didn't go. And I'm like, all right, let's go.
Darn. Hope you feel better, bud.
Yep. Come here. We can watch we can watch the Griz. Yeah. So, but yeah. Before we get into the game, let's do some Griz roundup because we have some other sports that were happening this weekend.
I was gonna say, I'm glad you're doing this because I had only paid attention to this one win. Like I was so locked in on the South Dakota State win. I'm like, I don't even know what happened to the rest of the Griz Nation. So
the men, they played North Dakota State on Wednesday, and I think we might have went over this, but they wouldn't have played. 72-81 loss in Missoula, but they go to Grand Forks. They come back after they were down. They win 79-75. So they kind of they beat the Postal Service, which is amazing.
Cracks me up.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that one in the last pod.
I didn't know that was a thing either. They brought that up. I'm like, oh my god, it is.
My goodness. So they win there. They get to play Salish Kootenai.
Salish Kootenai?
Yeah, Salish Kootenai Wednesday. So if you guys are in Missoula, go see, support the men and watch them play this Wednesday. I believe they'll have a little bit of a break and play Montana Tech the following Wednesday as well. So
that'd be cool. That might pull both those games should pull decent crowds because I think Salish Kootenai's from Pablo. And they just come down from there, and then Tech, just come over from Butte. So that'll be good.
Yep. Yeah. The women, come on. The Lady Griz, they this week went 1-1 as well. So they went to Grand Forks. They obliterated the Postal Service 86-56. Wow. And then they went back home, played St. Thomas, and lost 81-65. Bummer, yeah.
St. Thomas has got a pretty good girls basketball.
They do. So doesn't get any easier. They go down to Houston, Texas, to play Houston this Tuesday, and then they'll stay in.
Week from Tuesday.
Yeah, sorry, that's next Tuesday. Sorry about that. And then they'll stay down there. They'll play Abilene Christian as well that Friday.
Christmas Classics. They got Abilene, Tarleton
State.
Who else we got?
And then they got a break.
Then they get their Christmas break. That's good.
Yep.
But then, look at that. They got to go to Flagstaff on New Year's Day. Wow.
Yep. So they'll be by the end of this, they'll be Road Warriors. So hopefully they can get on the right ship of that because they've just had a gauntlet. They're 2-6 right now, but man alive, they've played a hard conference or schedule. So that is all we have for Griz Roundup. But there were some things that we missed last week that I kind of wanted to go over. And that was the season awards that we kind of missed. We kind of forgot after we ended the pod. We were like, oh crap. We forgot to do the
graphic of the awards. So they're like, oh man, it's not terrible, but really forgot to go over.
So here are the Big Sky Awards. So individual awards: Offensive Player of the Year, Eli Gilman.
Hell
That's right. Very well. He earned that one this year. I'm not going to go into any of the other ones.
We don't care about the other ones, so just go keep going down. Yep.
First team, Keely Ayat. That is the first time since, I believe, 2004.
I was going to say, when is the last time we had a first team?
It has to be
Berquist?
2004, 2005. Like, didn't Craig Oakes?
I think maybe Oaks. Yeah, wasn't Berquist? I thought he might have been first.
Wasn't Berquist in 2000, 2001?
No. That was
Oh,
was
no,
John.
Berquist is at 09, wasn't it?
That was
09,
Drew
08?
Miller and John Edwards.
Okay.
Yeah, Berquist was like 09.
Okay.
But still, it's not like since Bobby's first stint that we had.
I don't think he got a first team though.
I don't know.
Berquist.
Let me see if I can research it real quick. You keep going down.
Yeah. Running back, Eli Gilman, which is awesome because it's weird that every other position there's 2 or 3, but they do not do another quarterback.
Well, I guess
right.
Oh, they don't have a second team quarterback?
Well, no, like first team All Big Sky, they have quarterback, then they have 2 running backs, then they have 3 wide receivers.
Well, it's because sometimes you have like 2 H-backs and stuff. I think that's why they do that.
Okay, so kind of like a formation of a.
I think it's right. Yeah, you always have one QB who's your main one.
Okay.
You know.
And then they have tight end Evan Schaefer, the block master. Man, definitely deserves that. We did get one offensive line and Cannon Pamphilov that got a selection for first team.
Quick story about Schaefer. Over the game this last weekend, like we have some friends that joined us for the game who don't know our team very well. And they see Schaefer catch a pass, and stuff like that. And they're like, Jesus, that guy's huge. I'm like, yeah, he doesn't even like really catching the ball. His favorite thing is hitting people. Like, that's his favorite thing. He's like, he could give a crap about actually getting passes. It's like, just let me kill people. I'm like, watch him. And so then, like, the next few plays, I was like, just watch him. And he's just blowing dudes up and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's his favorite thing. Is just
that's what he likes to do.
Yeah,
yep. Awesome. And I love watching him play too.
Me too.
Man. Cannon Pamphilov, offensive line. And then you got your all-purpose Michael Wortham. That's a lot of first-teamers for our team. I don't think we had that. We haven't had that for a long time.
Not for a long time. And it just goes to show you when you, go through the season 11-1, it shows that you should probably have that.
One of these that I'm super proud of, first-team Big Sky, Hunter Peck, man. Playing at Carroll College last year, comes to Montana. His first year gets first team Big Sky.
That's unbelievable. That's why, I think, did you see that other kid that is coming from Carroll that everybody's going after? He's getting offers from everywhere. Yeah. But we've got to be on the high list of look what Peck did.
Exactly.
Look what you could do too.
Yep. And I think he's got 2 years. So. Okay. Peyton Wing, a linebacker, really well deserved,
and he should. He was there last year for Portland State, and you dang right he should first team again.
So I think you were going to say something. So that's first team. That's first team defense and first team offense.
So I found out about the confirmed Montana Grizzly first team All Big Sky QBs.
Was it 2004, 2005?
Nope. This is the first time in 21 years that we've had somebody.
So that'd be 2004.
Well, they says that it can measure, but then it gives me the actual who was there. So Brian Ayat was named first team All Big Sky in 96 and 98.
Okay.
And since then, we haven't had a first team All Big Sky quarterback. Kaylee Ayat is the first one.
So that's like 30 years.
According to ChatGPT, yeah. So I asked it all time and it couldn't, but it was it's saying that Brian and Kaylee are the first ones.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's almost 30 years in between.
30 years, yeah. That's pretty cool. Jeez. Another thing that his dad did, now he's doing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He just needs to get one up in his dad. That's why he's just got to win the national championship this year as a sophomore.
Exactly. Well, and just think of that, how good we have been without a first team.
Without a first team
QB.
Yeah.
Crazy. First team All Big Sky specialist.
Man.
Tanner the Mustache.
I love Huff, man. Yeah, he was another one I was telling people at the bar. I'm like, watch 29 on special teams.
Yep.
He'll just throw himself. And that was actually the play where, and I, so I'll talk about this real quick. When he was running down and like he tried to jump over the guy and hit the guy out of bounds, there was nothing malicious about it. And they called offsetting penalties.
Yeah.
He was just going so fast. He couldn't stop himself. And he tries to hurdle him, but ends up hitting him out of bounds. It was a pure accident. And like, that's those ones too. I'm like, no, you can't be mad at that. Like penalties like that, I don't care. Like if you're going so hard, there's another one earlier in the game. One of our guys blocked a guy out of bounds and got a penalty. And like, it is what it is. I don't care. I'm like, if you're playing so hard that you block him out of bounds because the whistle hadn't blown, good on you, man. Like you're just being a badass frickin' and you're playing hard. So
well, I'm just glad that they had offsetting penalties on that one.
Yeah, that
just
one,
because I was just like, there's no way. Oh my gosh.
Well,
and then we kicked the ball out of bounds too, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh!"
When the flag first came, I was like, "Well, that's what the flag's for, is because they kicked it out of bounds." That's. But he threw his hat too because of the whole.
Yep.
But either way, and then it took the refs a while to figure that out because they had backed him up, and you should have heard the Jack fans like, "What is going on?" They were freaking out in the bar. It was like, "No, they're gonna back it. This will be offsetting. Just they'll figure it out." So
yeah, I was telling my wife, and I was like, they got that wrong. 29 is actually on us. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. They're going to be talking for a while.
Yeah. And then they still had it wrong. Like, they're going to figure this out.
They'll figure it out. Second team, all Big Sky, Michael Wortham, wide receiver.
Nice.
Awesome. Offensive lineman, Liam Brown getting the second team. So
very cool.
Their offensive lineman there. Awesome. Second team, Big Sky defense, Solomon Tulia Pupu.
That's awesome. Killed it yesterday. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. He did an amazing yesterday. My daughter was watching the game with me and she said, did they just say poo-poo? that's the only thing she got. And she ran into her brother's room. They said poo-poo. And I was just like, no, that's not his name. It's this. And she's like, Dad, they said poo-poo.
That's
oh my gosh.
That was another thing. Like some people commented that around Jack fans, they were like, "You guys have a lot of Hawaiians on your team."
Oh,
like,
just wait.
I'm like, yes, we do. We have a good pathway to the islands over there. So
yeah, we got some more in recruiting as well.
More coming. Yeah,
we got more coming. So, TJ Roush, DB, second team. He had another interception this last game. He's been playing lights out his senior year. So proud of him and how he's stepped up as well. So
oh yeah, for sure.
Second team, all Big Sky, punt returner Drew Deck.
Huge game this last week too, man.
Yeah,
that was probably Deck's biggest game.
I think it was his biggest catch. So Hendricks's catch, man, that should have been on top 10 plays as well.
Hendricks was. This one was too.
No, Drew Deck.
Yeah, I heard it did. It was late.
Oh,
night.
Did it really?
Yeah. There was a few people that mentioned it got on late night Sports Center.
Okay, good. Because I was like, man, which one do you choose? They're both all laying out. It's just
and those throws, Jesus,
yep.
And
I was like, they better not overturn. When they were reviewing that, I was like, they better not overturn that. That's crazy. Long snapper Grayson Peibel.
Nice.
He's just like Mr. Consistent there, man. He's just been, man, how lucky have we been? We had OD before him, and man, just lucky.
Well, I think part of the reason of that is because our head coach is a special teams coach. Mm-hmm. It's something that doesn't get overlooked. It's like, no, we want to make sure we have a decent long snapper and stuff, and that whole unit is good.
We got Brooks Davis, Mr. Freshman, honorable mention. Cam, I'm so proud of for him, what he's put into it. Just super freshman year. And can't wait, man. We gotta hold on to him and build on to this for next year. So
oh yeah. Hey, do me a favor, scroll back up to the first team real quick. I'm just curious.
Defense or offense?
Offensive first team.
Okay.
And I'll see defense too in a second. Let's look at the offensive lineman. UC Davis, Weber State. Okay, I know. All right, scroll down. Oh, there's a Sac State running back. D-line Sac State. Okay. I'm thinking of all the guys we should be making phone calls to.
Oh, yeah, right?
Sac State going, hey, come on over. You want to transfer to the Griz? We could use you.
Go to the second team.
Because I noticed in the second team there was a lot of offensive linemen. That's what made me. I was like, see, Sac State. I was like, when you were going over that, I was like, I wonder if phone calls are being made.
Yeah, there's 2 Sac State offensive linemen there. There's 2 Sac State defensive linemen there. That McLaughlin guy that hit Ayat and almost took his head off.
Come on up.
He would be a good one. Man,
yeah.
He was a big sucker too. My goodness.
Yeah. Well, it was funny. We told when we were on the Jack Rabbit Illustrated pod last week.
Yeah.
We told them about how Bobby likes to talk to players after the game.
Yeah.
Well, they saw him talking to their quarterback and a few others, and they were like, "You knock it off with that sweet talk." Like I saw one of them posting about that. I was like, "No, he does that. He'll beat you, and then he comes over and sweet talks. Like, hey, isn't this amazing here?
Yeah. I don't think not
the quarterback.
Mason's not going anywhere, but
no. But still, I just love how the perception that it is afterwards. It looks like he's really, hey, how are you doing? And
Yep. Yeah. Defensive lineman honorable mention Jake Mason, which is awesome. He's really played hard, and then Caleb Aluski.
Yeah, awesome.
He's really come on too.
He played really well with Tolbert being out yesterday,
which is crazy because he was out and he was there last game, so hopefully he can get healthy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. I know he's been banged up.
Honorable mention specialist Ty Morrison for kicker. I don't know how to say that one, but I don't know if I agree with that one.
What's that? Morrison?
Ty? Yeah, I don't think he should.
Here's the reason why, because there's a few weeks there he was doing so good, and he had Big Sky Player of the Week multiple times against different teams, and that's like, I think a lot of these coaches, they're just basing it off of the game you played against them.
And well, it's like half the year he was awesome, and then half the year it was like
he's been. The bad thing is he's been struggling, and now we got Silvers in there, and
yeah. So crazy. So, yeah. So it says here Montana's Big Sky Offensive Player of the Year history.
Oh, wait, you're about to get the first team all Big Sky history, too.
There we go. It says in 2009, we had 9. We had 8. That's why it's defense and offense.
Yeah.
So they just added
look
them
at that. All Big Sky history, first team all Big Sky. We haven't had anything since 09.
Since 09. That's crazy.
Which is crazy considering 23 when we made it to the Natty.
Yeah. With O'Connell and yeah, that is nuts. And Ford didn't get a first team all Big Sky.
I know, right? It's like, what the hell?
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. On to some the national awards as well. Let's get on to come on. Sorry, guys. My computer wants to do something else that it's not listening to me. There we go. Here we go. So these are the Walter Payton finalists that we have here. Ayat and Wortham were named onto that final list. Do we know who won that one? We won't know who won that one until
they don't announce it. What they do is they give you the top 4, or whatever, or the top 3 or something. It'll be in Nashville this year
because they know who won the Jerry Rice, though, right? Or do they know
all those? They announce them. They announce them there.
Okay.
So I think they announce all of them. What they did is they did put out the list of the guys that didn't, that were like below the top 3 because they announced it at it'll be Nashville this year. It's an awards banquet the week of the national championship. So Ayat and Wortham are 2 of the final 30 finalists, which 2 of the 4 of the four selections of the Big Sky Conference. So,
Oh, so it says here that the winner will be selected on a national voting panel and will be announced at the National Awards ceremony on January 3rd.
January 3rd. Okay.
So, yep. In Nashville, Tennessee. So
that's a Saturday, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it's the Saturday before the national championship.
Yep.
So awesome. Want to get into the fact that Eli Gilman, even though he won Offensive Player of the Year for our conference, is not on this.
It's stupid.
I don't get it. And I understand that people are like, well, you just got 2 from your team. You can't have 3. Well,
why not? If you have 3 good players, put them on there.
I'm sorry, guys, but if you look at some of these teams that played, like, I'm sorry, Rhode Island, you don't play teams. North Carolina Central. I'm sorry.
If you look, it's all quarterbacks.
Come do that here in the Big Sky.
Well, that's the crappy thing, is this award is really turned into a quarterback award.
Yeah.
That's everybody on here you're looking at is all quarterbacks, basically.
I'm trying to get down to
the fact that Wortham got on there is surprising, because it's like, yeah,
these are all quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Kiko Vesperas should not be on this list.
Look, there's your running backs. Let's look at the running back list. They're about to show you. Southern Utah, are you effing kidding me?
No, he did.
He did have 1800
yards. He had a great year, and he probably deserves it because he carried that team. He literally carried that team.
Well, you're right on that guy. Keep going down though.
Edwards from Lafayette, don't think so.
That guy right there. Hammond from Sac State over Eli Gilman. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? That's crazy. He's got him by 400 yards.
I know.
This guy, 1,000 yards.
Yeah. What is he doing?
Elijah Howard, Central Connecticut State.
Yeah.
188 carries, 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns.
Now, here's the guy. Keep going down. Keep going down. Here's the guy we're about to find out about, though. L.J. Phillips Jr., 250 carries, 1,556 yards, 15 touchdowns, 25 receptions, 192 yards, 1 touchdown. That's the kid from USD that we're going to be playing this weekend. He is good. He deserves to be on this list.
And he didn't play the first 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
Because he's their 3rd string running back.
Yeah. This kid has turned
into They had 2 season-ending injuries to their number 1 and number 2 running backs.
Yeah.
So
shows old USD's recruiting some good running backs. But
exactly.
Yeah, the fact that Eli didn't get put on the list is just ridiculous.
It is.
Everybody knows it and everybody sees it. And it's just, yeah.
So they should really break this award into
it's that East Coast bias still, I think, that it's still out there,
Yeah. They should really have that award split up into 2 things. They should have a National Player of the Year, and then they should have Quarterback of the Year. Because, like we said, you look at that list, and over, 60, 70% are
most of it has been a quarterback award for quite some time, it seems like. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Similar to the Heisman for a while there, it seemed like. Yeah. But whatever. I mean, you'd think it would be leaned more towards running backs because it is the Walter Payton Award,
Right?
But it is the best offensive player in the league, which, how Eli's not on the list, just
it's mind-boggling.
It's just baffling. Yeah.
So that is the end of our awards, guys. We're just you got to be thankful for the players that we have, right?
Oh yeah.
Not just that they're doing it on the field, but a lot of these players are making an impact off the field as well. And so you can, we got to be lucky. We're lucky to have the guys that we do. So definitely.
Well, that's right. So again, at the bar, Rocker had such a good game, and we were telling people his story about giving the bone marrow and things like that. They're like, "Really, your players do that?" I'm like, "Yeah, every year we have players that are doing things like that and stuff."
Yeah.
These are good kids, and
but they are.
Bobby was saying it after the game too. He's like, none of them care about the stats. That's why this team is special. They just want to make sure they score one more point than the other team.
Exactly.
And I really think after watching this game, I think that loss to the Cats really pissed them off.
I think so too.
And woke them up. And then the fact that they had a couple of weeks to rest, they looked rejuvenated. It was like, okay, we're ready for season 2.
Yep.
Bring it. Because I'll admit it, I was wrong. I was like, yeah, we'll win like 34-31. It'll be close.
It wasn't close in the second half.
In the second half, we just blew the doors off of them. It was just like, the old step on their throat, leave no doubt, and we left no doubt. Like,
yep.
I'm sorry, but if I'm the Bobcats who look like they're falling apart right now,
oh my gosh,
we're fighting and stuff, I'd be nervous as shit because, we piss pounded these guys, and you know what? Again, other people were like, "Oh man, I don't know if I want to play South Dakota State." I was pumped, as I said last week. We wanted the revenge. I think the team was pumped.
Yeah,
and so now I'm like, bring on USD, and I hope the Cats keep winning because I hope we can go into Bozeman and we can go give them the lashing they deserve.
Well, I think that I have a question on here on the Cats. I don't want to talk about it right now because they don't deserve it, but we'll talk about it later. But
sure,
let's get into what we saw with this team, man. Holy cow!
Well, I have a question with all the plays. So, right, question for you about the game.
Yes.
What was your favorite offensive play of the day?
Oh yeah, I got to pick one.
Yeah, you have to pick one.
Oh,
I have one.
Okay.
That was my favorite of the day, and I want to see what yours is, and I can tell you mine if you want me to.
Oh no, I'm trying to decide between two of them. I've got to say my favorite play was the Statue of Liberty play.
Okay, that's mine too.
Okay,
it's like here's the wild thing. So
I was gonna say the pass to Deck and the catch, but
that's
just
awesome.
the fake and Ayat putting it behind his back and the guy being right there.
He ran
hit him perfect. And he just ran like nothing, like no one even touched him.
Yeah,
oh my gosh,
it was perfect. And everybody would be like, "Oh man, remember when Boise State did that against Oklahoma?"
Yeah.
Well, guess who the offensive coordinator for Boise State? It was Brent Pease. And so I was freaking out in the bar. I was like, Pease did it again. He pulled it back out. And I executed it perfectly. I mean, and then behind into Eli. I mean, it was perfect execution. And then into touchdown. I was freaking out. I was like, this is so cool.
Did you see the Griz football Instagram? They said they had the clip of that game, Boise State.
Oh no, I haven't.
And they said, I've seen this before.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
On Griz Instagram?
It was on the Griz Instagram or Griz Twitter. Sorry, Griz Twitter.
Okay, I'll have
to.
And
it said, it had the replay of the Boise State Oklahoma game, and it said, we've seen this before.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, Pease was just like,
man.
It's like they went, okay, whatever you want to do, man.
Exactly. Hey, it's playoffs. Let's
and like
let her rip.
For that play too, though, you need the perfect like down and distance and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it did. It was like, I'm sure when he saw the down and distance and everything where they were on the field, he went, "Oh, we can do it." And then I'm sure like I got those guys. I can imagine being in the huddle.
Oh
how
my gosh,
they are, because those are fun plays to run. You're like, all right, Statue of Liberty, we're really doing it. Yeah, let's do it. And they go and you freaking, and then they execute it perfectly. That's why that was my favorite play. Play. I was just like, how cool is that? So
it was amazing.
Again, hard to pick one because
man.
Like you got the Dak catch, which was unbelievable. I mean, Ayat's just out there throwing dimes at people and stuff.
Yeah.
What was he, 26 or 37, I think, or something like that, if I remember?
I think it was 29 or 37.
29 or
37. 29 or 37.
God, for 360 and 4 touchdowns, I mean.
Yeah. Right?
Man.
So let's get into this. 50-29. And I don't think, it was
nobody saw this coming.
Our predictions were not even close. And that's just fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, no, when we blow the doors off of them, like, hell yeah. I mean, it's hard to, so like, when they blew the doors off of New Hampshire the week before, so you're thinking, and two, we know Mason was back. It's like, okay, it's probably going to be closer. I mean, the line went from like 1.5 up to 3.5, I think was the highest it went.
Yeah.
So even Vegas was thinking it's going to be close. And
well, and that's crazy that they give 3.5 for Griz. Like,
I know, because you get 3 points automatic for being home usually.
Exactly, right? So I was freaking out probably a little, and Luke could probably attest to that. Like, I was like, after that first quarter where we could not get it in the end zone.
I was the only person that was calm. Like,
oh my gosh.
Like all the texts I was getting, I'm like, it's one big play, and
oh my gosh,
it's gonna be fine.
And it was like there was two instances where we couldn't get it in.
Well,
and I think the other one we finally got it in, but man alive, I was just like, okay. First of all, that's the only bad thing I think that we could have take away from that is South Dakota State's line. You're not going to probably score on them too much going up the middle on like 4th or 3rd and 1 at the goal line. I think that's the only thing I could say where we could have done a little bit better. Actually, there's 2 things.
Well, and then there's that one pistol play at 4th and 1 that we ran that was like, whoa, what? That was the only thing I was a little frustrated. I was like, come on, don't do that.
There's so many things that we could have run in that instance and used where it wasn't like running up the middle. Right. Like I would think we could have done better there.
Yeah.
After that, after the first quarter, it was like, yes, this is awesome.
So,
right.
I was one that wasn't. I was like, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine because I love trying to throw positivity. Well, my buddy Matt, who was watching it with us, he's a big Ohio State fan. He goes, you know what? I think this is going to be just like the Ohio State-Michigan game. He goes, that started off like crap, and then we blew the doors off of them. I was like, I like where your head's at. And then that's exactly what happened. The same type of thing. And we did. I mean, the guys played, I'd say, a complete game. We played a complete game across the board. I think we did. You're going to have your even flows at the beginning. You know, you're each testing each other. But they figured it out and just played a complete game across the board.
It was right. That second quarter, 16-0. Third quarter, 7-0. Fourth quarter was kind of a scoring blitz for both teams, but we still beat them 21-15 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
you know, I after we had scored, and I think we went up, and it was like what 14-9.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, we've got to score going into halftime because I feel like if we get a score going into halftime and we score after, I don't think the Jackrabbits are going to know what to do.
Well, especially because we got the ball coming out of the game.
Exactly.
You know, the game in the third. So it was just like, you got to get that. And which we did, which is, I mean, do it. Pulling to 16-0 in the second was huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
And so, that was something that I thought was huge. Let's go into the team stats here. Man alive. If you look at these first downs, 32-19. That's is nuts. Wild. That is nuts on that defense. You know, they're not great on the back end of that defense, but man alive, their front 7 are so good. Well, and they got one of their linebackers back.
Yeah. Their offense was supposed to be running. It was their game. They have 4 first downs.
Yeah, 4 first downs. And I think rushing it was 61 yards.
61 yards. If you're holding South Dakota State to 61 yards total rushing, you had a good day. That is. Because that's what everybody said. I mean, even those Jack guys they're like, yeah, we're going to run the ball on you. Like, you know, and I was nervous about that too. I was like, that's our, and look what we did. And so what the thing is this looks good for us going into USD because USD loves running the ball with that Phillips guy. And so if we can do that, man, like again, you shut down what they think is going to be their bread and butter. All of a sudden they don't have answers and stuff. So, yeah.
So, 61 yards to our 191 yards rushing. Amazing. Passing, 361 to 356. That was 2 interceptions, man. Well, one right off the bat. Oh, my goodness, it was awesome.
That was the only frustrating part was like we did get it and didn't go put it in. It was like
exactly right.
That's where I think a lot of people were nervous, like, oh, my God. Because here's part of the reason I think people got nervous. Yeah. And why people were frustrated is because we just got done losing to the Cats where we had things like that happen where it didn't feel like the ball was bouncing our way. And you start going, oh, no, don't give us another one where the ball's not bouncing our way.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's exactly. I was just like, we got an interception. We get it. We go to the 1 yard line and we can't punch it in. Yeah. And we go for it on 4th down. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. And then they yes, it was a great play. Great play. Great passing play. They caught it. Our two guys ran into each other. And there was nobody. It was like, that was a great play. Usually they're probably not going to run into each other and it'll be a 20-yard game. Yep. Good job. But it becomes like a what, 94 or 84.
Well, and that's why I wasn't like when they did that, I was like, look, it's a big play. Like it is, that's I was like, I'm gonna flush that one because it's just one big play. That shit happens. Like,
but
it was a big breakdown, like we were just failing. So
my other thing is those passing plays, they were targeting Ford.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not, and that's my other thing that I have a question on is it's like, we have Loud back there. And I know you're probably trying to get him in there slowly, but at a time, there's got to be a time now where you just play your best guys, right? Like when you're down to this is your season kind of game, you've got to play your best guys. And unfortunately, Ford's not cutting it.
Well, that's why you saw Loud get a lot more playing time.
Yeah.
And he made a statement too. He should have had a pick. That one
should have had
his hands. Yes. Oh my gosh. Like it was like, oh, Loud. And you could just tell he's like, oh.
Yeah.
And I hear my wife go, that's why he plays defense. I was like, hey, come on
now. That was just I had only had two. That was the play calling on the fourth, and then this with him. He probably works really hard.
There's times that Prince has like his moments, but then there's also times when he has really bad moments.
I almost think he should be like a safety.
Yeah, right. That's
like
what
he loves. Like. He loves to hit.
Yeah,
like he loves to hit and get physical. And I'm just like, man, alive, he should be a safety
spot. I think he could do well at. Or let him play that nickel Griz out there. Where if he just wants to hit and stuff, kind of.
I think he'd be really good for. He just can't guard.
We saw some good. I mean, Micah Harper, I thought played well. Lawler keeps impressing. I mean, that dude has improved his game so much. Now that Loud's back, like I feel like we are locking that secondary down.
And you could see the difference one-on-one. And I know we gave up some. Then this defense, you're going to give up some. And at the third quarter, we were playing off, and that's what we're going to do is we're going to limit you, and we're going to make and kind of suffocate you.
The passing plays they were getting, and hearing people that don't normally watch our team, hearing their observations. And another one of my friends said, he goes, "Man, your zone." He goes, "They're picking your zone apart, but you guys are picking their zone apart." I'm like, well, we have to run the zone a little bit just because our cover. We run man. It's just we don't have all the guys to do it, and so we'd like to run man on the outside in like a combo package. And but once we get it tightened up, then it always seems like, though, to me, like you saw in the second, once we start getting it figured out, we tighten it up, and then we start shutting all that stuff down.
Yeah.
It's just making those adjustments.
Total offense, 552 yards. 81 plays to their 60
Lordy. 552. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
What about Bobby's favorite stat? What was the time of possession?
We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Oh yeah, we're coming down here to come on, computer. I think that those two interceptions that we had were key. He kind of got him flustered a little bit in the pocket with Mason. 34 minutes to their 25.
Well, and we were getting to Mason. Like, well, I mean, look at Poop. I mean, he was.
Yep.
That guy's playing angry.
Oh my gosh! Did you see him in the the post conference?
No, I didn't.
Oh my goodness, dude! Like, you need to go watch that. Like, I'm scared for everybody's life. But he was so awesome. He thanked his players. He thanked his coaches.
Oh, that's cool.
And like, you should really go see it. But man, his face never changes.
Well,
that's just like, gosh, dude.
People were asking Jack fans, where did you guys get that guy? I'm like, oh, he came from USC. They're like, USC. I'm like, well, what happened was he was like a Butkus Award like finalist or something as a freshman. Then he was injured for the last like 3 years and wanted to play. So we're like, come on up, pal. And this is like the first year he hasn't been hurt all year.
Yep.
And now I think he's This is the other thing. I think our defense, they're starting to all play.
They're starting to click.
They're clicking because they're all not thinking about it. They're understanding the defense enough where they can just play. And man, that's where you're seeing that reckless abandonment where he's out there just blowing people up, and he's scary, man.
Yeah, you get Torbert back in that linebacker crew, and you kind of spell some of those guys with him in there.
Oof.
Man, live.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, they're on a mission. Like when you beat someone like the Jacks like this, that's a statement, man.
Yeah. We held them 7 of 13 on third down, 4 for 10 for us, 2 of 3. But yeah, they didn't have any fourth down conversions that they did. So 5 of 6 in the red zone, 3 of 3 for them. We both had 1 sack, but we had 5 of 6 in the PATs, and they had 3 of 3. So we donked one off the goalpost, and it definitely, you could hear that sucker go off there. Oh my gosh. So we had 1 field goal, so that was always.
I'm so grateful that we got a 5-star recruit coming in for
kicker.
For kicker.
Yeah, that's awesome, right?
That's one thing I guess we forgot to talk about was we did have signing day last week too on Wednesday.
We do, and I have some of the things up here that we can talk at the end.
Okay.
Or do we want to go into that like on another pod?
You know what I was thinking is because we have all the I know I just derailed the pod here, but
it's okay. It's all right. We're good.
The fact that we have multiple signing days, maybe we just go over all those together here.
We could. Or if you want, we could just do like
if you have it
high
up,
school one. We could do a high school one and then we could do a high school one and then a high school pod, and then we could do another one if you want.
Yeah, that'd be fine too.
It doesn't matter to me. So
if you got the list up like towards the end here, we could just bring it up and run through it real quick.
Okay.
But then we could go I think we should later on, like after the season is over. That's always fun when we can actually go down and talk about each of them and stuff.
Yeah. Well, it would be awesome and I know that some people have commented that they love to have us get some of these guys on. So if there's a guy that you want us to have on, guys, look through the high school recruiting and let us know which one you would like to hear from, because we'll try to get them on the pod and like interview them and get them to introduce you guys to Griz Nation.
After the season's over, it'd be cool if we have some current players on.
That would be awesome too.
I'm going to ask and see if we can get that. I'm like, hey, I play my QB club dues. We won't ask questions. We just want to help promote the players. Can we please have them on? Like, I'll start with Colson and see what he says before. I mean, because if we contact the players direct, they'd be like, hell yeah, but I'll ask Colson.
Yeah. I'll tell you how you do that. Off pod, I'll tell you how you do that.
Okay.
There's a special way, and if you don't, they get mad.
Okay.
I accidentally did that one time, and I got in trouble.
You got your hands.
Yes, I did.
Tell me how to do it after the pod. After the season's over, that'd be cool if we could get the okay.
It would be. Kalili Ayat, 29 of 37, 360, 4 touchdowns, only got sacked once. Man,
that was a good day by the O-line protecting him.
Man.
And that was the other thing I wanted to say. There was that one rocker pass where he's getting pulled.
Yeah.
He couldn't even get into it, and he just flicks it, and flicked it with his wrist. It was such an amazing throw by him. And he just dimed to rocker in this wheel route, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
How do you just do that?
That one, I was like, oh my gosh, get rid of it. And he just flicks it. And I'm like,
it doesn't even he put much into it.
No. And he even jumped up off the ground too. And I'm like, how does he do that?
Yeah, that guy, man.
Yeah.
Break out the checkbook, man.
I know, right? Mason, 19 of 36, 356, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 1 sack. You could tell he was not wanting to run it.
Yeah, he's definitely not 100%.
He's not 100%.
That kid's a baller and a warrior. That's a tough quarterback. He's a tough dude.
Eli Gilman, 24 of 140 or 135. Sorry, 24 of 135, 2 touchdowns, averaging about 5.5 yards a carry.
That's right. Feed him the rock.
Finoti had a good job of 5.24, and so did Wortham at 6 for 26. So great to see that. Even Monty got into it a little bit too.
I'm telling you, he's gonna break one of these.
Man,
he's
right so quick. He's almost to the point where on one of those, I was like, he's so fast. It's so hard for him to cut.
Yeah.
Because he's running so hard and so fast.
You know, with how fast he is, I keep wondering, like, have we not tried him
punt return?
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I know we got Deck back there, and Deck's awesome. So I'm just like, I start thinking like future too. Like, could he be our next guy because of how fast he is and stuff? Like,
I was thinking Brooks, with just how good hands he has.
He looks sort of like no, I'm blanking. Who's our guy that used to be from Haver, the wide receiver?
Mariani.
Yeah. Mariani was a wide receiver and a kick returner and stuff.
Yep.
I mean, Brooks has got the moves.
He's got the moves. He's got the hands too.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
Yeah,
because we like our wide receivers, you know, going back there and playing, being punt returners too. So, I wonder if that's ever crossed his mind. Hey, maybe I could be a kick returner too.
Yeah, maybe get him on there, get some more
next year. Who they decide is the returner.
It will be interesting to see, because even like I'm thinking too, you could have Hendricks back there too. You could also have Hendricks as kick returner.
Yeah, we got a lot of options. That's for damn sure.
Because Hendricks has got super duper speed. So, and one guy that we're not talking about is Bridges.
Oh yeah,
he's super quick too.
He's just got to hold on the ball though.
You just got to hold on to the ball.
Hold on that ball, bud.
So, receiving, Wortham 8 catches, 113.
Spreading the ball around, love it.
4 of 69. Bohannon 6 of 56.
Bohannon had a big game. I mean, there were a lot of short passes and stuff, but man,
he was consistently getting hit while he was catching those balls.
Yeah, he was too. He had a good game.
Yeah. So it was awesome to see. Hendricks got involved. Deck only 3 catches, but man, what a catch on that touchdown pass. Rocker, the 2 touchdowns, man. You got 2 touchdowns out of 4 catches.
I know. Dude, he's such a good threat out of the backfield.
Oh my goodness.
He runs such good routes.
Yep. And he's so consistent too.
Yeah.
He's just so consistent.
Schaefer, 1 for 2. Don't throw me the ball. I just want to hit people.
Yeah. Well, Gale had one and he almost got into the end zone, but got stuffed at the goal line. So
big close.
That go ring guy, Graham, he's a good wide receiver. He's gonna be good for him.
Dude, I hope he's one that Bobby wouldn't talk to after the game.
Yeah, and their tight end Bullock. I think that's Bullock.
He was good.
He's good too.
He was there last year, if I remember right.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think he was. And that's the one thing I was joking with the South Dakota State people. I'm like, you guys are like tight end. You guys always have amazing tight ends. They're like, yeah, we do. Like, Jesus. Then there was that one tight end, the one that looked like he was an offensive lineman. He was huge.
Oh yeah.
He was 6'4", 280. I looked him up. I was like, that guy's massive. And he's bigger than 280. I was like, that guy's way bigger than 280. Like, give me a break. That was his.
Yeah.
Before
I think it was that Coleman Kuntz.
I think so. I think you're right. That was a big dude.
That was big.
Damn, boy, he's thick.
Yeah, exactly. He did not miss too many cheeseburgers.
No.
TJ Roush, leading tackler, 8 tackles, 1 interception. Kenzel Lawler there with 7. You got Diesel Wilkinson, which he's quietly had a great year as well.
Oh, huge year. He's a hitter too. Like
he is. And he's only a sophomore, which is awesome. Yeah. Caleb Beluski, another sophomore there.
I wish Poo-Poo was a sophomore.
Oh man, I wish we could. Can we get like a hardship year for him? Like there's got to be another year somewhere.
I know. They always find one more year.
Come on,
let's find him one more year.
One more year. Micah Harper, same with him. One more year would be great with him. Yeah, Peyton Wing, even Oven, man. He's not out there all the time, but he's so good.
Because our defense changed so much this year,
Yeah.
There's a lot of Jack fans going, I don't remember any of these guys. I'm like, yeah, he's
Yeah.
from BYU. We got him from USC. We got like, Jesus. I was like, yeah, I know.
We had to replace a lot of people.
We had to replace a lot of guys, but we got a lot of good guys here. So
yeah. And that's what we said in the beginning of the year. Like, if you look at this, the transfers had to hit.
And they did. That's the thing. Unlike the year before, it felt like some of them didn't hit.
Yep.
The majority of them have all hit and hit
the
well.
Majority,
and play like they've been here for years. Like they don't play like this is their first year being in Montana Grizzly. They're playing like they've been here for like Poo Poo acts like he's a senior.
Yep.
Like that he's been here for 4 years.
I think you see some of these guys that we got too. You look at Bailey, who's on the defensive line. You see some of these guys that you're kind of filling, but you're also getting development through players that you're going to probably see less transfers on the defensive side this next year.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong. We're still going to have transfers.
Oh yeah.
We're still going to have to fill some spots, but hopefully you're developing on the other side of that where you don't have to do, your whole defense.
Right.
Hopefully Jake Mason is not hurt. I think he got banged up at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's okay, but he had a great saw a big old 99 running down, and T.A.T. Wolf had an interception. That was awesome.
No, they were like, Wolf, who the hell's that guy? I was like, yeah, just one more.
One more. Yeah, and he was there because, they had Beaner. One of the Beaner brothers was still hurt.
It doesn't matter for the whole redshirt stuff or anything.
No, it doesn't.
Whatever the hell we want. So I'm great. It's awesome that we're getting all these guys in to get
playing time.
Why is Michael Wortham on the defense? Oh, for probably punt return.
Did he make a tackle?
I don't know. Like he's down there on the defensive side though. Like do you see him at the bottom?
I don't know. Because you got Fonoti there too.
And Gilman.
And Deck.
Maybe some of those guys were out. Oh, I wonder if we didn't put them out on some of the special team stuff or
I don't think you got Gilman and Fonoti on defense though.
I don't know. That's really weird.
Or Silver. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they'd be on this.
Or list. Rocker like that.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Weird.
But yeah, a great defense. They really picked it up. Morrison, you can see here, is punting, averaging 54, which is awesome. Field goals, we had Joe kick one of them. And then kickoffs, I think we had Silver do one of them, and then Morrison did the rest of them. But I just don't get it. I wonder if Morrison is hurt because his kicks in the beginning of the year were a whole lot longer and more consistent. I'm just wondering if he's nursing an injury.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with him. So. Or, you always wonder too because they can be head cases like golfers and things. It's just like you get the yips or whatever, and all of a sudden you don't have that. You have to be confident in your kicking and
yeah.
I don't know what's going on there, but you got this 5-star guy coming in, so that's pretty huge for next year.
Yeah, and hopefully that's for the rest of the year. It doesn't bite us in the butt, but it definitely is gonna. Either we're gonna have to go for it on 4th down a whole lot more, or do something because we can't have that.
Or go for 2 a bunch. I'm okay with. I'm like go for 2. So.
Yep. All right. Well, do you have any last thoughts on the South Dakota State win? It feels so good. Like I have to tell you this. Like it feels so good to get a win playing this team after the last 2 years, getting exited in the second round in the national championship game. I know that you live there, and you've said it was even more sweeter. I can't imagine.
Yeah. No. It's. Like today, I went out shopping and stuff and made sure I wore all my Griz stuff, and it is sweet. Nice. And that's why I love it. We need to go beat the Yotes, and then the Montana Grizzlies own the state of South Dakota, and
exactly.
Yeah, the fans are really nice over here and stuff, but it's just it's so sweet getting that win, and then winning so decisively. Like it's not knowing, if this then or we got it's like no, we beat your ass. Like it's
You had your guys. We had our guys that were hurt. You had your guys that were hurt, but you had your quarterback, and you didn't.
And it feels better too playing them in a good South Dakota State team with their quarterback back. Like it's like the win doesn't feel like, oh yeah, we won because they didn't have their quarterback. No, you know, they had their people.
Yep.
And we ended up blowing the doors off of them, and
Yep. Sweet
Bring
it
on
is.
Bring on the
Yotes. Let's talk about those Yotes. Let's
Yeah.
look at their schedule and who they've played, and you're probably going to see some teams that you know here because they're in the Missouri Valley. So let's see here. Let's go to the beginning of it, not the end of it.
I will say I was surprised that they beat Mercer 47-0. Like
right.
I was like, whoa, okay. Yeah. I didn't see that happening. I thought they'd beat Mercer, but not stomp them like that. So.
And and we'll go over that game because we watched that game. I watched that game and it was not even close. South Dakota. I might say South Dakota State just because whoops, might slip. South Dakota, they played Iowa State. They got obliterated by Iowa State, 55-7.
That wouldn't even count for me.
No,
surprised that they lost to Lamar though.
They lost to Lamar, which this is kind of a tricky, guys, because they started out horrible.
Yeah,
horrible.
Yeah,
and then they started
Colorado.
Yep. Yeah. Then they started gaining traction. So this Lamar got a touchdown in the last couple minutes. Mm-hmm. The Northern Colorado game, they should not have won that.
No.
They should not have won in that game. Northern Colorado should have won that game. Excuse me. They played Drake. They got an easy win there.
And Drake was a playoff team, but they're not.
Yeah. You know. They played some playoff teams. Lamar's a playoff team. Drake's a playoff team.
Drake was. Yeah.
You know, Missouri, the North Dakota State, they got obliterated in the Fargo Dome. And then it starts, they've got some cupcakes, right? They beat Murray State. They beat Indiana State, but only by 5 points.
And and then Indiana State did beat South Dakota State too. Yep. So
they beat Northern Iowa, which is so a head case because Northern Iowa was okay, and now they're just abysmal. But they lose to Illinois State, 21.
Who just beat the Bison in Fargo.
Just beat the Bison,
and
then they pull off the North Dakota win, right? Mm-hmm. They go and beat South Dakota State. And they start getting traction, right? They beat Southern Illinois in overtime, 53-51. Then they get to play Drake again, which is crazy because usually they have the selection committee tries not to do that.
Yeah, they try not to. I think because of the rankings and all that, they had to.
They had to. And I think regionality wise, they go in that first round by region, where you're at.
You're not supposed to anymore, they said.
But the only thing is that they try to get the first round where you're not playing teams in your same conference.
Right.
So with Big Sky in the Missouri Valley having so many teams in there, you're going to have teams that maybe you've already played in your non-conference.
In the first round too. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So they played Mercer. So this Mercer game, you're on YouTube. You're like, holy cow, 47-0. Yeah, it was 24-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
They picked that guy.
And Mercer had some decent plays. I mean, they just made a lot of mistakes and stuff too.
They had 3 or 4 interceptions. Mm-hmm. Their quarterback was a freshman. It was pouring. It was down in Macon, Georgia.
Yeah,
it was pouring rain.
Which you'd think Mercer, the home team would have the hard time with it,
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Well, and the Yotes ran, but their running back is legit.
Phillips he's hard to tackle too. Like that guy, he's a horse.
Mercer had going into this game the best rush defense in the country.
Right.
It did not look like that in this game. No. It was not even close. You were I was watching this game and I'm like, Mercer, how did they become the 6th seed?
It's because statistically they had the best run defense, but they were not that. That's why last week on that other pod I said I think they're frauds.
Yeah,
Mercer is. I was like, and those guys were all picking Mercer and it's going to be close. And I'm like, and you and I are both like, Yeah, no. The Missouri Valley and the Big Sky. You guys we both put out teams that are going to beat the crap out of these other lower conferences.
Not even close.
And so again, I didn't think they'd 47-0.
Yeah.
But still, it's like this is a different level of football.
It is. So, it is. It's
why South Dakota State beat the doors off of New Hampshire the week before too. I mean, it's just it's a different level. So,
well, I was going to go into some of their stats here. Sorry, my computer's being glitchy. So yeah, Bauman, whatever his name is, 13 of 18, 241 yards, 2 touchdowns. He is a bigger quarterback. He does not like to run.
And what else does he like to do? You were telling me before.
He likes to hold on to the ball.
Finally, a quarterback that holds on to the ball.
Yeah, and he's left-handed. I think he throws left-handed.
Yeah, he's southpaw. Yeah.
And so Hunter Peck and Tulio Pupu are going to be in prime position,
licking their chops and going out.
Oh my goodness! And he does not want to run, so he will get out of the way and throw it.
Mm-hmm.
And man alive, that for our defense is licking their chops right now.
Well, and then if we can shut down the run, then that's good. That they want to run the ball. Like, that's their thing. They want to run the damn ball. Yes. As you'll see when you scroll down here, it's
not even.
If we can shut down the run like we did against South Dakota State.
Yeah,
making them one-dimensionals. They do not want to throw the ball, and that's what we can really.
And they did not play LJ in the second half much. If you look at that, their backup, this guy, Carson Fletcher, he's a backup. He's a walk-on. He carried the ball 13 times for 107 yards as a walk-on.
Mercer are frauds.
Phillips, 10 yards a carry. And it was like, he's big. I wrote down, he's 5'9", 225.
Yeah,
his lower half is huge.
Yeah, he's got like tree trunks for legs. I mean,
my gosh!
I was watching those poor Mercer guys, and I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't want to tackle that big guy. Like he runs hard, and that's the thing. Like that's the one thing that worries me about South Dakota is Phillips. Yep. We've got to stop him, and we have to wrap up. We can't arm tackle this guy.
Yep.
He will bust through us.
I was just gonna say that you cannot arm tackle this guy because he wants to hit you.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to go.
He's like Schaefer. He's looking for hits. I want hits. You know?
Yep. He's got really good speed. He's not like the quickest guy, but my goodness, he falls forward a lot too. Because it's kind of like Gilman, where he has that knack where even at where you think you get him, he's gonna get a yard or two just because he's always falling forward. You're gonna have to lock on those guys. Another guy that we need to look after is this Lorenzo Fenner. He's their leading go-to guy on wide receivers, number one. I wrote down here, he's got great hands. He's got good speed. He's got 4 receptions for 100 yards.
Yeah, we need louder Lawler on that dude.
Yep. And this Tyson Bowes, he had 2 receptions of 108 yards, but their main target is this Lorenzo Fenner. They tend to draw. They want you to draw you up so that they can take these deep shots.
Yeah.
Right. And you look at here.
The run game, you get all of a sudden your box is full. You got 8-9 in the box. You're trying to stop Phillips, and they're going to hit Lorenzo Bowes downfield. Even that Jack Martins, he had some good catches. So.
He did.
Yeah, that's the whole thing is they want you to commit so hard to the run, and then they'll play action you, and then next thing you know, someone's running a wheel route down there, and they're getting a big play because of it. So I
don't think these are accurate on this side. So their defense. Did you see anything in their defense? You know that they've got some guys.
Their defensive line is good. They run a really like 4-3. I mean, that is a typical 4-3 defense.
Yeah.
And their line, their D line looks good. Not great because like there was times when Mercer was opening holes and their running back was getting good yards and stuff.
Yep.
I mean, it looks like they didn't do much because it's a big donut up there, but there was definitely times when Mercer was able to run the ball on him and stuff. And so,
Yeah.
And the other thing I noticed too with Mercer, but their quarterback he's not Ayat.
No.
I think that we can expose their secondary just like we did South Dakota State's. Like there's holes out there, and with our receivers and the routes that they're running and stuff, I think the passing game for us could be huge, and the run game. I think both. I think we could see a big game out of Eli again, and then watch out for our receivers and Ayat distributing the ball all over the field.
Yeah, I think this Mikey Munn, he got first team all Missouri Valley. That's the only DB that they have that I'm kind of worried about.
He's good,
but he's good. He's good, and they've got some guys.
Was good too. That Crawford,
Caden Crawford is a beast.
He's legit. That dude's a big dude,
and he's 6'4", 265, but he's got speed.
Yeah, that kid's good. Like he was one that whenever I was watching that game too, I was like, oh, that guy's good. We gotta definitely watch out for 10.
So he's got 10.5 tackles for loss, 5 sacks. Another guy that I saw that was not always getting the looks, but their linebacker Niall Dickel is number 8, 6'3", 250. He's big, quick, and they like to blitz a little bit. Now they don't sack the quarterback too much, and they don't intercept the ball that much. I think they had now they have 12 because they intercepted the ball like 3 or 4 times last game.
A lot last game.
Yeah, so it kind of is skewed because of that performance against Mercer. So that's interesting. So if you look at some of their their stats for the team, they're averaging 27 a game, but the opponents are averaging 24. So it's gonna they had a lot of close games.
It's another game where I think if we score over 30 points, we win no matter what.
Exactly.
It seems like that 30-point threshold is like for us.
Yep.
If we get above 30, it's ours.
It's ours. They love to be balanced. They die by being balanced, and I think that's with the running. They'll run more, but man alive, their breakdown of yardage is very, very similar over the year. They're averaging of about 193 yards rushing, and passing they're at 189. So they're very, very balanced with yardage. Now, first downs, they aren't. They're more rushing oriented when first downs with 138 to 115. But if you look at yardage, they're very
balanced, though. I mean,
pretty balanced.
It's not super skewed. So.
No. Overall, the yards per game, 383, 349 for opponents. And this is the big thing is 247 to 401, only 12 interceptions, 198 on the year. I just think that they're gonna allow a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Going down here, Bobby's favorite. 31 time of possession for South Dakota and was to
makes
28. Yep.
It makes
running the ball.
They like to run the ball more. So, I mean, you'd think that their time of possession would be higher because of that.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's true. If we can shut that run game down, though, I think that's where we could have some serious success.
Exactly. 66 of 158, 41% on third down. Fourth down is 7 of 16 with 43. And I think a lot of that, and you were saying that, Luke, if we hold first down is going to be key, right? Mm-hmm. First down is going to be key. If we hold them to a couple yards.
Yep. Yeah. If they get behind the sticks, that's really good.
Get behind the sticks, they're going to be hurting.
Yeah. Big time.
So that's going to be a key to watch out for. Sacks, like I said, they've had 18 sacks, which is, it's okay. It's like one a game?
Yeah.
A little over 1 a game, maybe 1.5. Their red zone, they're 45 of 50, which 30 of those have been a touchdown. Their opponents have 32 of 50 in the red zone being touchdowns. So it's interesting because their opponents are 42% and on fourth down, 59%. Jeez. So I would expect, looking at that and looking at our field goal position, that will be going for it a lot on fourth down.
I think so too, especially with
So,
the way Silvers and Morrison have struggled.
yeah.
It's like, why not go for
Why
it?
not?
You know? Especially with our weapons we have on offense, I'm like,
why not?
Go for it. That's my thing. So
if it's in the 30 on the other side, go for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. Automatically go for it.
Like we said, LJ Phillips, 14 games played, 279, 1847.
A lot of rushing yards.
Yeah, 18 touchdowns. He's averaging 131 yards a game. Goodness.
Yeah, that's like we said, 24. That's the guy. We got to shut him down.
But one thing that I'm excited about, guys, which we've had to deal with this whole year, is we don't have a quarterback that rushes it.
Right? Yeah.
So we don't have to key on the quarterback because we know he's not going to run it.
He doesn't want to run it. They want to give it to Phillips, you know.
Yep. So either they're going to be giving it to Phillips or they're going to be passing it. So ring on the blitz.
Yeah, it's much more traditional offense rather than, you know, so many of these spread and again, RPO offenses where the quarterback wants to run all the time. So
33, their backup Carson Fletcher, he's got 85 touches for 461. They give him a break once in a while to get a breather, but you're going to see a lot of LJ
Fletcher. But yeah, they ride it. Well, obviously with 1,800 yards, they're constantly riding him. So
you got the senior there, Aiden Bauman, with 199 of 322, which is 61%, which is not a great percentage. I think that, you know, you want your upper 60s to 70% there. He does throw a good pass. I just think you can get him easily off his schedule.
Well, I think we can fluster him big time if we start hitting him.
His fluster
at you, that scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, he's not comfortable if he's being flustered. His timing goes off, his footwork goes off,
and then too, he hasn't seen a defense like ours with that voodoo defense that's all over. I mean, you heard the Jack pod talking about that. They're like, they were worried about Mason and their people because it's so unconventional.
You
know, trying to read things and stuff. It does throw people off. So
it does. He's had 24 touchdowns and only averaging about 188 yards a game. And we went over their leading wide receiver, that Lorenzo Fenner, with 983 yards, 15 touch. He's got the touchdowns, man. 15 touchdowns.
Yeah.
He definitely has a way to find the end zone.
There's that Jack Martins.
Jack Martins. Yep. 31 catches, 410. He's got 3 touchdowns as well. There's Zach Witt. I think it's Witt. Is their tight end, 6'6", 255. He's a redshirt senior as well. He's got 3 touchdowns. But yeah.
Miller's good too. He's their other tight end.
Yeah. Let's try to find him. Yep.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, other than that, you look at, and we kind of went over their defense a little bit. You're not really seeing a whole lot that you're they're a good defense. They're not a great defense.
Well, it's just that typical Missouri Valley team, you know, where
they bend, don't break.
And you got to run a 4-3. Like them, the Bison, and the Jacks. They're all kind of similar to the offense and defensive schemes that they run. It seems like.
Yeah. Yep. I totally get that. Punting, you've got that Tyler Ebel. He's averaging about 45 yards a punt. Their field goal kicker missed one too. Last game, Will Leland. He was 16. Oh my goodness.
That was that
was some Georgia rain there, man. It was coming down. 16 of 19, 84%. He missed I think it was like a 40-yarder or 30-yarder, but yeah, he was definitely it was raining cats and dogs. So
yeah, it was like, dang.
But other than that, we any final thoughts on South Dakota, the Coyotes, or the Yotes as they call them?
Not really. I mean, just the big thing is going to be Phillips, man. I think if we can shut him down and limit it, let me just say this: if we hold him under 100, we win for sure. Like that's huge. Like it's obviously, as you saw his stats, it's hard to hold that dude under 100 yards. So but he'll get some big gains. We know that's probably going to happen. Like it's kind of like Eli; he's always getting his too. But if we can mainly shut them down and have them, play from behind, like if we can get up on them and they have to go to the pass, that's not what they want to do. And it's going to be a great day for the Grizzlies. Like,
I think keys to the game, we hold them on first down to some good yardage there. We're going to be able to shut down their wide receivers for those big plays, and we're going to be able to key on their LJ Phillips. I think that you kind of know what you said, Luke. You kind of harness what he gets. He's going to get some of that. He's going to get his yardage. It's just a matter of fact. He's going to get some of those yardage, but we got to make Bowman feel the pressure. And I think what we'll do is we'll do that. We're going to make him feel that pressure. It's going to be a good game. I can't wait. I was kind of surprised that we only had 18,000 at the stadium.
I was surprised too. But I heard it was loud. And did you see at the end when all the students and other people went and took their shirts off?
Exactly right.
The waving thing, that was funny as hell. That was cool.
Yeah.
Like in the south end zone. Like the thing is, like playoff crowds, they may be lighter, but they're the loud ones. They're the crazy people and stuff. And I was debating on flying up for this one because it was like $470 for a flight, and it's like, oh man. I'm still thinking. Like I'm just like, oof, I'd love to go. And I got the thumbs up from my wife, so I was like, ooh, but there's a lot of stuff going on, like with work and things, and like I got to fly out then on Monday for work, and I'm like, oh man, and then in my mind I'm like, I'd kind of like to save that money to go to Nashville. So that's what I'd like to do, and I think we're setting ourselves up nicely to be in Nashville
or go to the next week.
The next week, there's nothing after Nashville. That's the national.
No, after this week.
Oh, I'm not going there. I don't go to the litter box. I actually got an invite from Adam Fowle. He's like, hey, I can get you a ticket if you want to go. And I was like, yeah, I don't like to go. And besides the fact, we're headed to Mexico for a family. We're going there for Christmas. And
there you go.
Afterwards. So
nice.
Like, I can't go to the litter box. And I just hate that place anyways.
I know, right? But it would be so
fun. I know.
So awesome beating them at their place. Yeah. Like, that's why I'm like, oh, that'd be so awesome.
It would be. So, yeah. That's why I'm like, I got it. I love going to Griz. I'm just like, ooh. Yeah. So I'd still not at the table. I still might end up in Missoula this weekend. My daughter's choir concert this week is Thursday.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, well, that means, I don't have anything Friday night. Like, I could drive even if I had to, but the flights were like, I thought $470 for the flight there and back wasn't bad.
That's pretty good.
It'd be different, too, if my folks still lived there.
Yeah.
Like, then I could just crash at their house. But like, now I'm like, I got to get a hotel and all that other crap.
I bet you could find a spot.
Oh, well, actually, you know what? My buddy Clegg. Yeah, if I'm by myself, it's not as hard. It's like just to get a place to crash. My buddy Thomas, I bet I could stay at his place if I wanted to.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm talking myself into it.
I'll help you. Before we go into questions, let's.
I want to pick the game, and I want to pick the rest of the games this week too, if you don't mind.
Yes, let's do it.
So, let me just jump over to here. You want to pick the games first?
Yeah.
The other games?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me get them up here so people on YouTube can see them too.
So we'll go. I'm going to go by for games the time they're playing, and I'll announce what times they're at too.
Yeah, 1 second. Get this up here. Come on. Sorry, guys. Get this up here for you. Here we go. Okay.
Okay. And now we're not doing spreads or anything like that. But here's what we got. So the first game, is Stephen F. Austin with the Fighting Sam Vidlacs goes to Montana State. And that's
at 7 p.m. Is that an ESPN2 game?
Yeah, no, it's on ESPN, it says.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's on ESPN December 12th, Friday. So, yep.
That I hope it's close, and it would be awesome if this Sam Vidlac they beat him. But I think the Montana State's going to win that game.
I think so too. I'm going to take MSU. I think it could be closer. I mean, they played. I mean, they only beat Yale 21-13. That was 7-0 forever in that game. So
yep.
Yeah, so that was kind of wild. Okay, so then the next game is going to be Villanova goes to Tarleton State, and that is Saturday, December 13th. That is 10
a.m.
Yep.
I think Tarleton State's got that one. It's at Tarleton State.
Yep, it's at Tarleton. They're good. I think Tarleton's going to win. Okay, so we're both the same there. And then we got Illinois State goes to Davis. That's the night game Saturday.
3 o'clock on.
That one's on ESPN Plus. That's the only one that's not like national TV.
You just beat NDSU. You don't need to be on national TV.
I'm taking Illinois State in Davis. I think they're legit.
Okay, I'm taking UC Davis.
Okay. I mean, it'd be cool if Davis won, but I don't know. Illinois State, they're are they going to play on that high? I think that could be a tight game.
I think it's going to be a close game. I think UC Davis at home. If this was anywhere else, if it was an away game, I wouldn't pick UC Davis.
That's true because it does
UC Davis
traveling all the way over there to California and stuff, Illinois, and it's hard to keep winning on the road. You just won in Fargo, keep everything you had.
That high off of beating NDSU. I don't know if you can do that 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. All right. So then the last game is Griz versus USD, and then I want points too.
And that's on ABC, guys.
Yeah, ABC. That's so cool.
So I'm going to say 34-17 Griz.
Okay, you're 34-17. Versus, oh man, it's close to mine. Versus is 38-26 Griz.
Oh.
I had 38-21.
Oh, okay.
Because I think they're going to get 2 in the first half, and then they'll have a garbage touchdown late.
Okay.
Is my thought.
Okay.
So
38-21 for you?
Yep, 38-21 for me.
Okay, 34-17 for me.
And then, like I said, Versus had 38-26. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it'd be sweet if we just did the same thing and put a big 50 burger on them again.
Oh, man, that would be awesome.
That could happen. I mean, that's the thing. Like, with their secondary and stuff, like, we could easily, with the receivers we have and the way he's throwing the ball, we could pick him apart and,
Yep.
So the key is going to be shutting down Phillips. Like, that's the number one thing we got to do.
Number one thing. That's definitely the task at hand, man. Let's get into some Griz recruiting. And then we can get. You want to do Griz recruiting, and then we can get into.
Let's do that. Let's just show. You got the list or something?
I got the list right here.
Perfect. Yeah, you do that. Looks like we may have a few more questions.
Okay, let me see here. So going down here, Morgan Dodson is that kicker, that 5-star kicker that we got out of Chowani High School out of Pasco, Washington. I have no clue where Pasco, Washington is.
I don't either.
Huh.
I'll look real quick.
Wesley Ehrt is a 3-star wide receiver, 6'2", 180 out of Belgrade, Montana. It's awesome to get him. He's going to be. He's
Pasco is right next to Kennewick. It's in the southern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, southern right there. Is it the Snake River or Lake Lalu? I can't pronounce it. It's right on the Columbia River. The Columbia River literally splits Kennewick and Pasco.
Nice.
Yeah.
Merrick Fisher, tight end, 6'6", 230. We got him. We flipped him from Montana Tech. So he was committed to Montana Tech and then came to us. So awesome. Dawson Hammond, an athlete from Malta, Montana.
Hell yeah.
Brady J. My goodness.
That kid's good.
Holy cow. 6'1", 180. I want to look up his stats.
Like, watch the film they showed of him.
Are ridiculous.
Yeah, he's good.
Let's see here. Sorry, I'm going on to 24/7 because I think they'll have his stats here. I think. Maybe not.
Well, we can go into the stats when we do it because we're going to break these guys all down.
Okay, so his 2024. Goodness gracious. Oh. Yeah, that's nuts. Cougar Capel.
I love that
out of Red Lodge, Montana.
Sounds like a hitter.
I know, right? We've got Dane Kellner, a safety out of Honolulu, Hawaii.
Love the Hawaii connection.
Nice. Owen Lichty out of Enki, Iowa.
Oh, yeah, Enki. Ankeny. She's pronounced Ankeny. Yeah, it's just it's outside of Des Moines.
6'7", 285.
That was a good get, man.
Ooh,
that gets gonna be solid.
And I love getting some of that Midwest talent, man.
Yeah,
oh man, some of those farm boys. So a Parker Link, athlete from Missoula, Montana, out of Hellgate, 5'10", 170. You got Cooper Neer, linebacker, 6'3", 205, out of Kennewick, Washington.
So him and the kicker, they're right next to each other. They probably played against each
other. Yep. You got Jaden Nichols, cornerback, 6', 170, out of De La Salle High School, out of Susan City, California. I said that really wrong. Mac Olson, defensive lineman, 6'4", 245. I think that we got him out of. Yeah, he switched. I think he was somewhere else and he switched.
He was going to Fresno State.
There you go. Yep.
That was a big get for us.
That was a big get. So Derek Opitz, defensive tackle / long snapper. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. That's
6'3", 250. Out of Helena, Montana, out of Helena Capital. Evan Pyron, defensive end, 6'3", 225, out of Hellgate. He was a 3-star, so legacy. His mom played basketball for the Griz. So
yeah, she was there when I was there. Great, and she does like the announcing and stuff for Lady Griz basketball. And stuff.
Yep, she does. So Elijah Rincon, defensive end, 6'3", 230, out of Hacienda Heights, California.
Krista Redpath was that was
there
her
you go. Yep.
maiden name. Yeah. So
yep. Courtney Rogers, this is an interesting one. A running back, 6'2", 200, out of Blytheville, Arkansas. I do not know how we got a kid from Arkansas.
Because he wants to play. Wants to play put the maroon and silver on and
That's
play.
Right. We got Lincoln Center, athlete, 6'5", 250. That's interesting.
That's a big
6'5",
dude.
250. That's a big athlete.
There's like tight end written all over him.
Right? And I'm like, 6'5". That's an athlete.
Maybe offensive lineman or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they're kind of trying to figure out what his body will do.
So, yeah, exactly.
William Snell, 6'4", 195. That's a good get. Billings, Montana, out of Central High School. Rodney Witherspoon, cornerback, 6', 175, out of Fort Worth, Texas. That's a big get, right there.
That's a big get.
That if you see his film, that is a lockdown corner. So,
hell yeah,
awesome to see. Our last one here, guys, Josiah West, offensive lineman, 6'6", 260, out of Prosser, Washington. So
big boy, I love it.
Guy. So you look at here our breakdown: 4 defensive line, 4 DBs, 1 linebacker, 3 athletes, 2 offensive line, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back, 1 quarterback, 1 kicker to get that 20. So that's all she wrote. Guys, we'll break down what we see on those later on. We just kind of wanted to kind of go over those as we give some love to those high schoolers and congratulate them to the making it to Division I football. It's great to see that, and congratulations to those guys. And like I said, we said earlier in the pod, if there's a guy that you guys want us to get on the pod and you want to hear from, let us know. We'll try to get them on. Or for
some reason, any of your recruits listen to this and you want to, just tweet it.
Hey, just get
over
it.
I'd like to come on the pod. we'd love to have you.
We would love to have you. So definitely, I've already had some follow us on X. So
cool.
Definitely get them on. So
that's awesome.
So we are to the point where we're going to be doing some questions.
Are you ready for questions? We got a lot.
Let's do this.
First off, well, I want to start off with this first.
Okay.
Our man Brandon Webster, the signs he made last week were awesome. And he was there with Ian Finch and Brooks Davis last week. And so his sign for Ian said, Ian Finch is my spirit animal. And so he's got him holding that. And then the one for Brooks has got Brooks with the number 3, and he's holding his arms up in the air, and it says 1 step equals good night. That is just freaking badass. And then this one was hilarious. He's got his sign, and it says silly rabbits, wins are for Griz. And it's got the trick cereal rabbit.
Yep.
Just so good. Well, with all that being said, Brandon just texted me, and one of the signs he's working on right now for this week says Coyote Ugly, and it's got all the Coyote players on it. He's so creative, man.
Man.
I was like,
his signs, if you guys can't see them on Twitter, definitely go search him out. He does an amazing job.
Brandon kills it, and his wife helps him with them too. They're so good.
That's awesome.
I love it because the players love it. I think look forward to it every week to see what he's gonna do. And it's man, this is tradition. So now if we go to Nashville, Brandon, you have to go to Nashville because you got to bring your sign game with you there.
There you go. Yeah.
But that was awesome. Okay, now let's roll into some questions here. Okay, so first question is from Royce Bidwell. He says, well, boys, let's continue passing to set up the run and runs on the perimeter. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean,
hey, whatever's working.
The wheel routes were working great and stuff.
I
think it just, again, we thought that secondary would be an area we could expose, and sure enough,
I think we're gonna knowing this coaching staff, we're still gonna run. We're gonna still try to set up the pass, the traditional route. But man, I think you've got those aspects in your offense that you can take advantage of. You've got to do what you can do with what you have.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just I think Pease and Ayat. Well, one thing Bobby said after the game is that he's seen it at Ayat. The game's slowing down for him.
Yeah.
And he's seeing everything, and he's being able to pick it apart, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And so then you're getting, not your first, you're getting to your second or third reads, even if you need to. And then too, when you have that confidence in your quarterback as an offensive coordinator, that's when you can call Statue of Liberty plays or different things, or you go, hey, we think this will work against them in this situation. You have all the confidence in the world to ask your guy to do it. So, second part of Royce's question was, he goes, Loud and Lawler can take away 2 wide receivers. How do we shore up the middle passes? I had alternate linebackers dropping into the middle at 7 or 10 yards.
I was thinking about that. If it depends on what they're running, but yeah, you lock out the outside, that leaves your safeties for help just in case. But you also, I think we're going to have to start doing that. We're just going to start having to drop either our linebackers or we drop Tulu Poo back.
Yeah. Well, this week, I think, really Loud and Lawler, that they only have really 2 good receivers. Yeah. So we should be able to get them. They want to run the ball. And so, will that open up some tight end game over the center because we're going to be playing the run so hard? Possibly,
yeah.
We just need to get help from our safeties because they should be able to offer that help because the 2 best receivers will be covered by Loud and Lawler, I think.
I think something that's not being, and I think we said it way back earlier in the year, one thing that would help is if our defensive line got their hands up when the quarterback was throwing the ball.
Well,
just to make it harder.
Ripped off of them. And
Yeah.
Too.
So I think that would help as well too. So
cool. Next question is from Tyler Martin. Tyler says, can you guys go over the list of recruits we signed and tell us what you think? We kind of did just a little bit ago, Tyler. Yeah. But our plan is for sure off season. We're gonna break down. I want to watch all their film, and then we'll know too, because all these damn signing periods. We'll know, what recruits we're getting.
Yep.
And what transfers we may be getting and things like that too. So we'll definitely do a pod just on recruiting. Okay, who's this from? Oh, Lane. So this is Lane Denner. He says, question for the pod. The Grizzlies have only retired 2 numbers in the history of the program. I feel it's time to retire another Legends number. That being said, who do you guys think it should be? Mariani, Bush, Brian Ayotte, Humphrey, Corey, Robbie, Bergen. There's so many to choose from.
Jeez. Gosh. So what I don't want it to be is I don't want to be like every other like program where they just start putting numbers up in the rafters and stuff like that. I don't want it to be like that because I think it's a special thing. But
well, I mean, like, and now a lot of times what they're doing is taking dudes like that and they're putting them in the tunnel, like Bergen and stuff.
Yep.
I mean, when Dave got it retired, he won the Walter Payton Award and then first national championship.
Yep. I think you've got to have someone that does that, right? That wins a national championship, that has the stats that is way up there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you don't like, I mean, like Yo, we won a national championship and stuff, but I don't think Yo would tell you that, my number should be retired. He would never say that.
Yeah.
I think, you know, like, for instance, let's say Kaylee wins the national championship and wins the Walter Payton Award or maybe like 2 Walter Payton Awards or something like that.
Yeah.
Then that's I think then you can go start talking about that. But I think to your point, Adam, it's got to be so. I mean, Dave is that special guy because he started this whole thing.
Yeah,
to retire.
I think Gilman, you know, looking if he stays this next year, he will have.
That would be a good choice too.
He'll have the all-time rushing leader.
And let's say he wins
touchdowns
next year.
If he wins the Walter Payton next year. National
championships.
Yeah, I think that he has to go.
Then he would be in consideration for that. Yeah. I like your thought there. I like that.
So
good question, Lane. I didn't thought about that. This is not a question. I was just going to go over the times. ABC.
Love it.
At 1:30, right? Yeah,
1:30. Yep, 1:30.
That was from I had the snapshot of Sam Herder's post on the. Okay, this is.
I did ask Sam. I said because I know some people out there are wondering if it's just on ABC or if it's going to be on ESPN Plus as well. I did ask him because sometimes they'll have that where you can watch it on ABC, but you can also watch it on ESPN Plus. He did not know that, but I'll keep.
I bet that they will because of the fact that ABC is a free broadcast. You don't have to pay for it.
Yeah,
so I bet that they would if you got ESPN Plus. You should be able to get it too.
Yeah.
This is from Scooby. He says he just has some statements, kind of more. It says defense way different with Loud, and not sure we can keep him.
I think we do.
I don't have an issue. I think with him being, I think he'll be here at least for next year. Now,
I don't think he has enough film with being.
No, that's what I'm saying. Games. If he plays all next year and is a shutdown, then it gets harder to keep him.
I think
we'll have him for next year.
Yeah, I think you see that because I think he redshirts. I don't think he would have come back to play if he was going to go somewhere else.
No, and if we were going to we could have been a jerk and played him in the Cat game and lost his shirt, and we didn't because we want him for the long haul. So I don't think he's going anywhere.
I don't think so either.
Not yet, at least. So his second was he says that it's the most innovative play calling he's seen all year long. I would agree with that. Like,
I think
he's
opened it up. Yeah.
And then this is an interesting statement. He says, until Houck wins it all, he is the James Franklin of FCS.
Oh my gosh.
And that's He's like, that's okay. But then his last statement, he goes, he will win it this year. He thinks we're gonna win it this year. I agree. Awesome. I think everything changed I was worried about North Dakota State. With Illinois State taking them out. It's wide open.
It is wide open.
And the way we're playing, the way we beat the piss out of the Jackrabbits.
Yeah.
If we play like that, no one can stop us. If we play like we did last weekend, no one can stop this team.
What's awesome is there's going to be a new champion since the last like five some years, if not longer, because it's either been the Jacks or NDSU.
Yeah.
Since 2020?
Yeah,
I think the last team to win the national championship is in 2019 with JMU.
Yeah, that's why we have to beat the Cats, because we can't have them having a national champion.
No,
and it is setting up nicely for us to do it. Like,
yep,
we can totally do it if we play like we did last weekend. No one can stop this team.
Yep.
Okay, Jay Larson, he says, pod question: after not scoring on the goal line, did they exclusively go with Klimzak at center because Botner was the center at that time? And is Silver kicking now because he kicks the ball so much higher? And then he said, you can research. He said this at like 10:30 today, and I was busy. So, sorry, Jay, I did not spend the time researching it to see if Klimzak.
I don't know about Klimzak, but I think Silver does kick a lot harder and a lot higher ball.
Yeah. And after getting blocked and stuff, I think that's why they're And we don't know. I still think there might be something up with Morrison.
I think he's hurt. I think something's going on with his leg because
they're having to do kickoffs and stuff though. That's where I'm like, well, if you're hurt, then I don't know.
But you look at his kickoffs in the beginning of the year, and he's like 10 to 15 yards shorter.
Yeah, it could be his plant foot too or something. It's hard to.
Yeah.
Did you see that one? I don't remember what it was. There was a kick last week where a kicker, like Charlie Browned it and kicked the ground. Did you see that?
Really? No, I didn't see that.
It was some other game. Yeah. Went to kick it and just like it was. It hurt.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we'll have to probably hit. I haven't rewatched the game yet, and I will kind of keep my eye on that, Jay. And we'll try to.
He said after the stop they went to.
He thinks he's curious if we went with exclusively Klimzak after that.
I don't think we went exclusively.
I don't think it was exclusively either.
No.
So we still rotate.
Because I did see Botner in there towards the end of the game too, as well.
On a short yardage situation, do you think we went to Klimzak? I'd be curious. I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, it was funny last week when we were on that the Jackrabbit Illustrated. They were talking about how they rotate their centers and linemen and stuff too, and I was like, "Hey, we do that too.
Yeah, we do that too." Well, they rotated theirs because they were hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
we rotated it too just because we wanted to rotate.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Royce Bidwell. Again, he says, "Remember my speed personnel package I brought up to you earlier this season that you guys were excited for?" Yes, I do remember that.
Yes.
He says, "I'm not sure how many plays they used the personnel group. However, we did see Hendricks, Davis, Wortham, Monty Gilman, Eli Rocker in varying combinations at the same time."
Yeah, we did.
Which was awesome. Like, that's the one thing, like, it felt like we were putting, like, our speed package in. And, like, we busted out stuff we hadn't seen all year.
Yeah.
Which sometimes frustrates me in other games. I'm like, why are we using this shit? Like,
exactly.
Why don't we just hold it for here? But, I mean, now is when it really matters. So, second part of that, he goes, the next personnel package I want to see is a spread 3 to 4 tight end grouping. The Grizz have damn big tight ends. Imagine using no less than 3 tight ends spread out for perimeter blocking and route isolation on small cornerbacks. Add in Finch if needed. Thoughts? It's like, I mean,
yeah,
we got some big boys out there. It'd be interesting. It would throw them off too. They'd be like, what? Why? Because, like, they're so used to seeing wide receivers and stuff. It might throw their personnel package out.
Yeah, you put Evan Schaefer and Titus Rohr and
Gale
out there, and you spread them out wide, and then you just make sure that you've got your guys in the middle, like Eli,
and run a sprint out to Monty Gilman with his speed.
Yeah. And there's no one over there going to be able to tackle him. All those guys are going to pancake those guys, and they'll be wide open.
Yeah, they're just going to be. I mean,
that's a good idea.
Schaefer might kill some people.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be worried. Like, there'd be guys just.
Oh, man, that'd be awesome.
Destroyed.
I love that idea.
I like that idea too.
Unfortunately, I don't think Bobby's going to be listening to this, so I don't think that's going to get to him.
He won't, but you never know. Someone might listen to it and bring it,
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, Scooby's got another question. He says, I remember last year after the loss to SDSU, you said something about confidence in Ayat as quarterback for the future.
Yes.
And I said the quarterback for the future wasn't on the roster.
Oh.
He says, I always admit when I'm wrong. He's wrong. Because we did. You and I were last year confident about Ayat. And we saw, I thought when I watched him in person at South Dakota State, I was like, no, it's there.
It is.
It's there. He's going to be the guy.
Yep.
And Well, yeah. Appreciate you calling receipts
awesome.
on yourself there, Scooby.
Accountability. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
exactly. Okay, here's another one from Lane Denner. This wasn't a question for this. He just posted this, and I thought this was an awesome thought because he does give us questions. He goes, here's some takeaways from today's win. K.E. Ayat is a dog. Brooks Davis is special. Eli Gilman for the mayor of Missoula. Defense stepped up huge. SDSU, number 5 is SDSU had no answer for our 4-5 wideout looks. Might want to use those looks more with all the weapons we have at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Again, that's what we said. The secondary was suspect, and that's where we could take advantage, and we did. And defensive player of the game went to Poo Solo with 5 total tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and a sack. That is a bad man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Adam Fowl. He says he's got a couple questions for us tonight. He says Loud and Lawler played lockdown on both sides versus a likely NFL QB yesterday. I mean, he's a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah, he is.
The NFL, but he's definitely CFL. He goes, please discuss how having Loud back completely changes what we can do on the defense now.
Well, it makes sure that we have that other wide receiver locked down, which allows our backside, our safeties, and it also allows our linebackers to go after the quarterback.
Well, yeah, it gives us another blitzer then, basically, if we have the 2 guys that are locked down.
And then we had Lawler that actually blitzed the quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, so, Lawler has been so improved this year. Like that guy, like whatever. I can't remember what the hell the award is for most improved player, but that I think he should.
Oh, definitely. Even throughout the whole year, the amount of just improvement is.
Yeah, he's become a leader on that defense. That's awesome.
From that 3rd game on, it was crazy.
Oh yeah, he needed to step up, and he did. Like that's true leadership. It's awesome. He says also, please discuss your thoughts on our much improved O-line and especially D-line play versus the great opposition yesterday.
They stepped up. I think after that goal line first push.
Yeah.
I saw Cameron Norcross getting into those offensive linemen, and he was not holding back.
Yeah, I think he was like, hey, this is not how we're playing today. You need to step your game up. And they did.
And they did.
And then on the D line, I mean, they're eating up blocks and they're doing stunt games and stuff. And it's allowing guys like Poo to get through. And like,
exactly.
It allows us to do, like you just mentioned, the corner blitzes and things like that, because these guys are doing such a good job. And then shutting the run down. Our front
we shut the run down really well last
61 yards. That's huge.
That's crazy.
I mean, we were worried about that. So
we shut it down so much that they took out their starting running back that had been very good very good, and put in their redshirt freshman.
Yeah,
that was a heavier back.
Yeah, it's
that's how shut down we did.
That was huge. I mean, that's unheard of, them being 61 yards. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Great question, Adam. Appreciate you, man. Royce Bidwell, another question here. He says, what's the max amount the Griz should spend on any one player any given year? He's got a number, but before I give you the number, I want to see what you think.
It depends on the player. You have a number?
No, he put a number.
Oh, I don't know. It depends on the player and depends on how much we have in NIL. I don't even know how much we have in NIL.
So I'll read the rest of the thing. He goes, I'm thinking 250,000 is what he says. Ooh. He says, given a choice of only paying one Griz, whatever the max is, who on the current roster gets it? Eli, Ayat, Loud, others?
Oh, man, that's hard to say. I don't know. I'm thinking 2 guys that I would like to spend it on.
So, here's my thought. Like, if you had $300,000, I'm just going to put that number out there.
I'd split it all 3 ways.
So, I think you give 100 to Eli, 100 to Ayat, 50 to Loud, and 50 to Davis. That's just 300.
Okay, so this is what I would do. So, if that same thing, right? So, we're looking at Eli, right? Loud, Ayat, and Davis, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Eli, I would give 50 to, and then I would hook him up with sponsors and whatever to get the other 50.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I would get 50 to Loud. I would give.
But what it says you're going to get those other sponsors. So I'm saying you got 300 to spend, period. How are you going to spend it?
Okay. So I would give 100 to Ayat.
Okay.
I would give 50 to Loud. And I would give 100 to Davis because I know for Eli, I can get that extra 50 with endorsements. And then I think 50 for Loud coming back to prove something in his
right.
In that
or even like maybe for me, you give 25 to Loud and go 75 to Brooks.
And yeah, you could do that. And
because he's a sophomore and you got, but Ayat and Eli, I think both need 100. In my opinion,
you could do it that way too.
If you had that money, so
yeah,
that's a good question though. It's one of those things we'll never know.
No, they're not going to report. I don't think that. Do they have to report that out?
I don't think they do. Like,
because I know that it's not. They're not employees of the state.
Yeah, no, it's not a state. It's private. So
it's private. So
yeah,
interesting.
Okay, so Montana, this is Shay. He says, "Let's go." That was sure fun. How are we all feeling about NDSU going down?
I think it's awesome. Like, I want to beat the best, so I wish we could beat them. And NDSU fans can't use, oh, we weren't there. Well, yeah, of course you weren't there because you guys didn't put up, so you have to shut up.
I'm excited just because of this new team, new blood. Like,
exactly, and that's what I was going to say. Is somebody else is going to be a champion this year?
They only had 10,000 people at that game. Their fans are kind of like just getting sick of it, I guess.
Well, the Fargo Dome sucks. So.
Yeah, it's Fargo Dome sucks.
It's really, really sad when you can't own your own stadium and you have to rent.
Yeah, that sucks. so he says, for me, that was an absolute shot of adrenaline. Getting that defense healthy is sure going to pay off down the road. What is the main thing, in your guys' opinion, we must stop at the Yotes?
LJ Phillips.
Yep, LJ Phillips. And then he says, 1 down, 3 to go. I'm like, yeah, we just got to stop Phillips. Phillips is the key to their offense. We stop him, things are looking good. But
yep.
I was pumped to see the Bison go down.
Yeah,
just because it opens things up, and it was just like, hell yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting on that side of the bracket to see what happens. I mean, Davis has a path to get to the freaking natty, you know? It could be Griz Davis in the freaking natty. I think it's going to be Tarleton, though. I think Tarleton's going to be the.
Well, on that side, you have what? You have UC Davis, Illinois State, and then you've got Tarleton, and Nova, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you got. I think it's going to be UC Davis, Tarleton, and then Tarleton beating UC Davis.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, unless Illinois State somehow beats Davis, but I think you're probably right. Davis at home, that's going to be a hard get for. But you never know. I mean, crazier things are happening this year.
Yeah, so. Never know.
Yeah. All right, Bridger Lord. He says, how about that run game? What do you think we did different against the supposed vaunted hog bodies of the FDSU D line? It seemed to me they were spreading out just enough for Eli to slice and dice those big lanes. You know, I wish I could see the end film if we did spread them. But it seemed like he was getting stuck, but then he would find his holes. Schaefer was blowing people up, though. We were doing some holes and stuff, and I think that helped open them up. And I think, too, the fact that Eli got 2 weeks off to rest was huge for him. I think our guys looked refreshed out there to me. Everybody.
Well, I think their offensive line, to their credit, they were getting a little bit more push than they have all year. And I think Gilman, with that zone blocking that they do, I think he just kind of waits and picks his opening, and he does it so well.
And when he hits the hole, he hits it decisively and makes. Yep. He's so good. We're so awesome we have him.
I know, right?
Another question for Bridger. He says, "Man, Monty Gilman is going to break one sooner than later." We were talking about that. I agree. Yeah. Monty's close. He says, seems like once he starts to read his blocks a bit better, he's going to house one.
Yep.
Right there. He goes, love that they keep going back to him yesterday. I agree. Like, it's going to happen. And that's why I think,
he was one block away this last game. Like, he was going to go.
He's gonna get his.
Yeah.
Bridger was another one. Bridger got lots of questions tonight.
Nice, Bridger.
All right. So he says, how fun is this receiving core top to bottom? 9 different pass catchers, and with 6 of them catching multiple passes. Ayat is so tuned into these guys.
Mm-hmm.
The quick pass to Schaefer had me out of my seat before the turf monster got him. Thought he was just going to truck that safety. That's why I joked. I was like, they're like, oh, that guy at the turf. I was like, I know. He doesn't care about catching passes anyways. He just wants to go hit people.
Yeah. So. That's awesome.
Got overexcited.
He got excited.
Oh, man, I love Schaefer. But, yeah, gosh, we got so many weapons. Like, we're so just, I mean.
And we're young.
And no one, that's why I think it's so cool that no one cares. It's just like we just want to win for each other. And so spread the ball out and go. Bridger with another question. He said, aside from Bozeman, this D has really done well against the rush, but the Yotes might be the best rushing team we've seen this year. With Loud back, I think we can keep it rolling and hold Phillips under 100. I agree. If we can hold Phillips under 100, W for sure. I think
I don't think it's the best. I think the Cats still have that. I think they're the best rushing attack. I think the best runner might be this LJ Phillips, but
I think he might be the best running back that we've faced. I think after watching him, he's pretty
legit. And I think if we hold him, I think 120. If we hold him under 120, I think we'll win.
Yeah, I think we're still in there, but I think I could see our guys having a goal of holding him under 100. Like, especially after they did last week into the 61. I think that could be one of their goals this week.
Yeah. Oh, and also too that you just can't have him get that much yardage and open it up for the passing game. That's where they kill you, is when they bring you up in 8-9 man box and then they just bomb it to their wide receiver.
Well, and if we can shut him down on first and second down, that's where it's really going to hurt him. We get them those. I mean, it's like any team, you get them those long third down distances. It helps us a lot. So, another one from Bridger. He says, aside from the obvious, down go the Bison, what was the most surprising playoff performance this weekend? My 2 cents, Tarleton, not a state, proved they absolutely belonged. Dominated UND way more than the Bison, Griz, or Jacks this year. Watch out for the Texans. Tarleton is legit. I think, for me, I was really surprised how close the Cats played Yale. Like, I thought they were going to blow them out. Like, that's what I thought.
I thought they were going to.
Up and seeing 7-0. I'm like, what is going on in Los Angeles?
It was 21-13 at the end of the game.
Yeah, like
and
that was.
If you guys didn't see what happened at the end of the game, I know, Luke. You probably saw it. We were chatting back and forth, but there was an incident with Davis that.
Well, he put out a statement today that he was actually trying to talk to one of his former teammates who was on their team at Yale.
Yeah,
but it didn't look. I mean, but why was he? I don't know.
So
he was talking to him, but then it was between him and Vegan, and he wanted to fight Vegan. It looked like to me.
Well, it didn't. There's something that they're not telling us, because you go over there and he's saying something to someone. The other guy hits him on the helmet, and then he's talking to somebody else, and another player in Vegan get in front of him, and then he just goes berserk.
Yeah, then he just loses it.
He shoves his teammate. He shoves another teammate.
He's shaking. He's got the crazy eyes.
Yep. And he's like almost like roid rage, right? Yeah. And he's going off on roids. And he's yelling at his coach, saying, F you. Yeah. And like walking one way and going the other way so that his coach isn't in front of him. He goes and is still talking. And then it goes on X and everywhere and gets out.
It was on ESPN. It's been on the New York Post.
Yeah.
It is everywhere.
And so, then he apologizes. Okay, my thing, and I've had a couple people talk to me about it, is Cat fans are going to come to his aid.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Cat fans, this is what I want you to do. Is if it was a Griz player, what would you guys do?
Yeah.
Like, you'd be ripping the Griz and the coaching staff.
Ron, tell us what you would do.
Exactly, Ron.
If this was a Griz and they did that, what would you be saying?
What would you be saying?
What would you say?
We're not in the
our resident Cat guy that watches our pod. Tell us what you think, Ron.
Yeah, because we would. There's something in this that makes me believe that we don't know all the story, because it does not make sense how he would shove two of his teammates.
Very weird.
And almost hit his coach.
Yeah, it's something. There's something else there. That was strange.
Yeah, that was really weird.
I mean, and so last year,
Vegan. Did you see Vegan? So when they get so sorry to interrupt you. So Vegan goes in and they're getting around their logo, and Vegan gets in the middle and goes around and starts talking and going like this, and then he exits the logo and starts walking off.
So he's yelling at all the players.
Oh, all of them.
Huh.
My thing is that he just told them that he's going to Washington
It's
State.
a hot mess. I guys tell you last week.
You guys did not play well. I'm headed to Washington State. Goodbye.
I thought that, like, if Yale had beat him, the next day you'd hear that he was going. That's interesting. You know, the only thing, so people have said, like, I've never seen like this. And this is where Cat fans will bring up. They'll be like, remember last year when Chipmunk and Houck were arguing? Yeah. It was for a second, and it wasn't like this. Like,
no,
they hollered and they actually were on the press conference right afterwards and were talking and stuff. Yeah. This was why. I mean, it was just pretty. He looked.
I didn't see. Did they have him in the press conference?
Who?
Davis and Davis.
Oh, I don't know. I don't pay attention to that. I don't think Davis was there. But he just now threw that little letter out there today and apologized and stuff. And I mean, yeah,
no, they had. I listened to Big Sky Breakdown.
Oh,
and they have both teams on there of their post game, and it was Vegan, Brat, and Jones.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't Davis.
Yeah, I didn't think so. No, I was just saying last year that Bobby did the right thing, brought out old Chipmunk on there. And,
yep. That's why I was bringing it up, is they didn't do that.
Yeah, they didn't do that. Yeah.
So,
okay, so this is not a question, but just wanted to throw this out there that was Coach Houck's 150th win.
Yeah. Yep.
So as the Grizzly head coach, that's pretty freaking wild. Pretty awesome. Okay, Shay says, sorry, one more. He goes, what is up with our kicking game?
Yeah.
It sure has me a little worried. Just hope we don't have to count on it needing one. Your thoughts? It has me worried too.
It has me worried. And I think we talked about it, right? That we're going to have to kind of evaluate that and see where we're at with field position. And we might have to go and trust our offense, not our field goal kicker.
Oh, and our offense is so good. That's where, like, I don't know if I talked about this earlier, but I'm tired of us running the Wildcat. When you have a quarterback that's as good as Leighlou, there's so many plays that we can do to Michael and get Wortham out. He's so much better out in open space. Yeah. Just instead of running Wildcat, just throw him out in open space to him and get him the ball that way. Like,
well, and if you don't use it, like, where you're not using it the right way, like you only throw two passes out of that.
I say we scrap the Wildcat completely. Like,
if you're not going to use that to pass where you make the other team honest, you're just using it to get a couple yards so that third down's better. And that's what it is we're going to use it to see if we can get 2 or 3 yards so that third down's better.
Yeah, I know. I hate it. It drives me nuts. I'm sick of it, especially because Leighlou is so good. I'm like,
oh yeah,
quit wasting a play. I feel like it's a waste of play.
Exactly. Well, if you don't make the defense honest and throwing the ball, then they're just going to load the box.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, this is not a question, but I took a screenshot of this because I thought it was cool. This is from Skyline Sports. It says Brent Pease called a great game yesterday for Grizz football. They said that Leighlou Ayat played his best game. Eli Gilman surpassed Jordan Canada on the all-time rush list. Michael Wortham went over 100 yards. And he says the Statue of Liberty play was the play that led Gilman to his second TD. It was awesome. Yeah, it was a cool shot of it. But yeah, I thought it was cool. I didn't realize that he passed Jordan Canada on the list too.
That's awesome. Well, and Brooks is 10 yards away from breaking the all-time Montana freshman wide receiver record.
I think you're right, which he should get this next week, I bet.
Yeah.
So. Okay, this is from Griff Richard. By the way, Aiden, his son, didn't have a question this week, but it was his birthday last week. So
awesome.
Happy birthday, Aiden. He's a big time listener of the pod. Appreciate it.
That's awesome.
He actually messaged me and said that our pod on Monday is the best part of his week.
That's awesome.
I love it on Mondays. Your pod's ready to go. It helps me get up and go to work.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're pumped that we can be a part of so many people.
Exactly, right?
So pretty
That's
awesome.
so cool. We're greatly appreciated.
So Griff, he said that I heard the Bobcats will play this coming Friday and the Grizz play Saturday. How much, if at all, do you think that one extra day helps get prepared for the game?
See, and I've had a couple of people ask me that too as well. And I think I'm gonna leave that up to you, because as a player, like me, I'm thinking it probably depends on the game that you play, but also to me, I don't think it would, because you're playing a day earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of mixes it out.
Yeah. So here's where I think, because of the way Bobby handles everything and it's routine and the same, I'd rather play on Saturday when we're playing at 1:30.
Yeah.
Because it's the same thing. Bobby's so big on routine, and it doesn't, we got an extra day here. Because really, like that playing Friday, it shortens their prep for this opponent. But then, we get an extra day for the next opponent.
Yeah.
I'd rather just play Saturday, and it keeps everything on schedule and the same. And that's what those guys like. It's that routine and that structure. And that's what Bobby loves. That's what the team loves. So I don't think it helps the Cats, and I don't think it's gonna not help us. I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
So hopefully the Cats lose. That old Vidlac beats them, and
oh man, that'd be awesome.
That would be fun too. Get Vidlac. So here's the wild thing too.
Yeah.
If that happens, if Stephen F. Austin comes up and beats the Cats,
it's in Missoula.
We get another home game, and we're in Missoula.
Oh my god!
And then Vidlac comes home. Like that would be kind of cool too. We could show him. Sorry, man. So, but yeah. Let's see here. I don't know if that might have been the last. Nope, we got some more. This is from Jamie Robinson. She just says, I think I've watched that Statue of Liberty play nearly 50 times from many angles. My favorite play of all season. Just so stealth and well executed. It was so awesome. Okay, we got one more from Zachary Lord. He says, what a fun game to watch. Having Loud back was so huge. The 29 points the Rabbits put were not inductive of how well the D played. I agree. I think the D played even better than that.
Yeah, I think that the final score doesn't say how much of a blowout that it was. So.
Yeah, I totally agree. That looks like it's our last question.
Okay, I got one here.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
So, Michael Kemper, question for the week. It seems as though the dad bod shirtless section in the end zone, in the south end zone seats, what we need to generate a name now. What should it be? Should it be the Southside Skins, the Dad Bod Shirtless Squad, or something else?
The Dad Bod. I like the Dad Bod Shirtless Squad is better than the Southside Skins.
I kind of like the Southside Skins, but I don't know. Let's throw that out on X. We'll do a post.
You should post that. Yeah, post it on the Fight on Montana page and say what do we call them?
I'll do a poll.
Yeah,
and I'll do those, and then do an other and say, hey, submit your
other, and then we can bring them up next week.
Exactly.
I have a feeling that there's a good chance that you'll see them again this weekend.
Exactly. That's awesome.
That's why I'm considering going too, because if that was the case, I may just run up and join in and take it.
Exactly.
I usually sit in the south end anyways.
That's awesome.
That's good stuff. That's good.
Well, that was the last question.
Okay. I was just going to go over the bracket challenge real quick.
Yes.
I finally posted the bracket challenge results through week 2, but I wanted to throw it out there. So Thomas Martin is leading at 34 points. Again, the NDSU thing, threw a lot of people off because we have a lot of people that picked NDSU to win the whole thing. So there's a lot of people that are done. But he is leading at 34. And there's a bunch of us tied for second. And so I'll read off those names. Myself and Adam, we're both tied with 31 points in second place, but also Clayton is, Peyton. That's it. The 4 of us.
Nice.
Peyton, Clayton, and me and Adam, and then Thomas is leading everybody. So after next week, each game that you get right is worth 8 points. So
Nice.
once I get those, I will throw them out on X. So if you want to see that poll, go to my page on X and you'll see it. So
and I'll share it out as well.
Yeah, I meant to do it this morning, and then I was like, "Oh crap!" and got down and did it this afternoon. So,
well, awesome. Well, guys, like we said, I can't believe that you guys listened to us. We were greatly,
super
we love it. We're so grateful. Like we said, rate, review.
Last week we were almost 1,000 people that watched our
crazy?
on YouTube. I was like, "Whoa, that's pretty cool."
Nuts. It's all those Jackrabbit fans. They wanted to see what was going on, man.
Well, we appreciate those fans, listening. We'll see if the Yote fans listening this week.
So, I don't think they have any fans, do they?
They're not as many. Definitely, I'd say it seems like the Jackrabbits are the more popular team.
I think so. I think, yeah.
The Yote fans they'll come out. Like I'll get a few texts here this week and stuff. There's a few. One of them is a good buddy of mine. His name is Jerry. I was like, "Hey, we going?" He's got a Christmas party on Friday night. So he was like, "No, we were going to road trip this thing."
Oh, nice.
So he's out. He's like, "No, it's our company Christmas party and I can't miss it." It's like, all right.
Well, guys, remember to rate, review, subscribe to the podcast. Remember, we want to hear from you guys as well. So definitely get on X and Instagram and also Facebook if you guys want to get a hold of us. I'm going to have that poll on there as well. So definitely go vote for that on there. And we'll hopefully be doing a win on this next Sunday on the pod. And as always,
we will be celebrating the win against the Yotes.
That's right. That's right.
Sunday. Yeah.
Go Griz.
Go Griz.